Database applications like Sales Manager keep track of the relationship between records in different tables by using primary keys. We're currently looking at Bob Jones, the contact at Bob Jones Software. Bob Jones Software has an account ID of number 1. That is the account primary key in the account table. Bob Jones, the contact, Timeruse, has a contact ID of 599. That is Bob Jones's primary key in the contact table. In a similar value, there are primary keys for every logged activity in the logged activity table. And if we scroll down, in quotes, there's a quote table R, and each quote gets a primary key. In this case, this quote to Steph Jones is number 1. That's the primary key for that record. And all the detailed items will also get a primary key. In this case, the primary key is the last field shown in the subform. In a similar manner, primary keys are in the orders table, orders detail table, and in the serial number table. In the serial number table, the column number for serial number record is actually the primary key. Navigate back to contact info. Navigate back to the form. We'll go over to support tools. We'll open up the accounts table. Open up Bob Jones Software. And Bob Jones! You can see that Bob Jones Software carries a primary key value of 1 in the database. Bob Jones has a primary key of 599 in the contacts table, and all the separate logged activities have their own unique primary key value. Again, all these primary keys are used by the database software to keep track of the correct relationships between the records in one table as they relate to another. We'll close the accounts table using Control-W. We can also open the quotes table. You can see that the quotes that we have listed all have primary keys. We expand one of the quotes, and you can see that there are 2 detail items associated with that quote. They both have a unique primary key. We'll close the quotes with Control-W, and if we open the orders table, we'll have the same thing. Primary keys, both for the orders in the table and the items in each order, have their own primary key. We'll close this with Control-W. Go back to contacts. As a user, primary keys are off limits. You cannot edit or change any primary keys created by the software.